Good morning, students. How are you all? Once again, welcome to yet another interesting session of science. In the previous live class, we discussed or we learned about some terms like reproduction, structure of a seed, like a seed coat, seed leaves, and embryo. Clear? I hope you all understood those things. And today, in this class, we will be discussing about germination of seeds. I think that term is pretty new to you. So what do you mean by this term? Germination. So germination is the process of development of a seed into seedling. Is known as germination. Once again, what do you mean by germination? Germination is the process of development of a seed into a seedling. That is what is called germination. Clear? Once again, the process of development of what? Seed. The process of development of seed into what? A seedling. The process of development of a seed into a seedling is known as germination. Clear? Or in simple terms, we can say that germination is the process by which a seed grows into a new plant. Clear? Germination is the process by which a seed grows into a new plant. That is called germination. Is that clear? Yes. Now, there are various factors for this germination. Let's see what all are those things. First one is air. Second one is water. And the third one is sunlight. So what all are the various factors needed for germination? Air, water, and sunlight are the various factors needed for what? For germination. When it comes to air, we know that seeds require air for breathing. Just imagine that the seed is fully immersed or fully dipped in water. What will happen? The seed will not germinate. Why? Because the seed will not get enough or sufficient air to breathe. Clear? Next is water. We know that we are sowing seeds in wet soil. So inside this wet soil, the seed absorbs water, and then what will happen? This softens the seed coat and helps the baby plant or the plant to come out from this seed coat. Clear? And the last one is sunlight or warmth. So sunlight is also an essential component for germination of seeds. It makes the seeds active throughout. So once again, I will repeat, what do you mean by the term germination? Germination is the process of development of a seed into a seedling. Or in simple terms, we can say that germination is the process by which a seed grows into a new plant. And there are various factors which are necessary for germination. There are three main factors. What all are they? Air, water, and sunlight. Is that clear? Yes. Now, let's do an activity to show that air, water, and sunlight are necessary for germination. So students, please take out page number 3. Let us do. What is written there? Take 4 bowls. In bowl 1, put a few bean seeds on wet cotton. and keep this bowl in a dark and cool place or in a refrigerator. Clear? And what about the second bowl? Put a few bean seeds on a dry cotton and keep it on an open place exposed to sunlight. When it comes to the third bowl, we can see that the bean seeds are kept on a wet cotton. Keep the bowl 3 next to the bowl 2 so that it gets plenty of sunlight and air. And what about the last bowl? Put some bean seeds in excess water so that the bean seed remain immersed or submerged in water. Some water should always be there in 1, 3 and 4 bowls. What are the observations we can make out from these? What about the bowl 1? What we can see? In bowl 1, we will get enough water and air, but sunlight is not there because it is kept in a dark and cool place. Clear? So germination is possible there? No. Why? Because sunlight is not there. When it comes to the second bowl, water is not there. Why? Because the seeds are kept in a dry cotton. Air is there, sunlight is there, but water is not there. So germination is possible there? No. Why? Because water is not there in the bowl 2. When it comes to the third bowl, water is there, air is there, and sunlight is also there. So will it germinate? Yes, because all the 3 factors are there in bowl 3. And when it comes to the fourth bowl, what is there? Air is not there. Except air, water and sunlight is there. So germination won't be possible because air is not present in bowl 4. So what are the observations that you can make throughout this activity? We can see that all the 3 factors like air, water and sunlight are necessary for a seed to germinate. Is that clear? Next, we can move on to seed dispersal and its agents. First of all, what is the meaning of dispersal? Can you say what is the meaning of dispersal? Dispersal means something that spreads out or transported or scattered or distributed. Clear? Next, what is the meaning of this agent? Agents means the act or something that does work for another. Clear? Something that does work for another. Just keep those 2 things in your mind. So we know that plants cannot move from one place to another. Why? Because they are fixed to the soil by their roots. Imagine that all the seeds of a given plant falls nearby that plant. Will it germinate? No. Why? Because the seeds will not get enough air, water or sunlight to grow. So nature enables the seeds to move over other places. Clear? Yes. So nature enables or allows the seeds to move over other places through various external agents like wind, water, animals, etc. So students, by gathering all this information, can you say what do you mean by seed dispersal and what are the agents of seed dispersal? So what do you mean by seed dispersal? Seed dispersal is the process of scattering or a transport or distribution of seeds away from the parent plant is known as seed dispersal. And wind, water, or animals are the various agents for seed dispersal. Once again, what do you mean by seed dispersal? Seed dispersal is the process of scattering away of seeds from the parent plant is known as seed dispersal. Wind, water, animals, etc. are the various external agents of seed dispersal. Is that clear? Yes. Now we will check out each of the external agents in details. First one is dispersal by wind. First one is dispersal by wind. Usually seeds which are small and light are dispersed by wind. Just say for example, seeds like cotton, heptage, dandelion, etc. have long hairs around them. So that makes them to get dispersed by wind. Another example is that the seeds of the plants like drumstick, maple, jacaranda, they have wings around them. So they will float in the air and get dispersed by wind. And the second one is dispersal by water. Dispersal by water. Second one is dispersal by water. Usually seeds of the plants which are grown near water bodies like rivers, lakes, ponds, etc. get dispersed by water. Usually seeds of the plants which are grown near water bodies like rivers, lakes, ponds, etc. get dispersed by water. Just say for example, coconut and lotus. When it comes to coconut, we can see that it is hollow from inside, and when it comes to outside, we can see it is having rough fibrous hairs, and these hairs helps the coconut to float in water and moves along with the flowing water and get deposited at far off places and grow into a new plant. Clear? The coconut which is hollow from inside, and then when it comes to outside, we can see rough fibrous hairs. These hairs helps the coconut to float in water and moves along with the flowing water and get deposited at far off places and grows into a new plant. Clear? And the third one is dispersal by animals. Dispersal by what will you do after eating a particular fruit like papaya, mango, cherry, etc.? We will throw away the seeds, right? So that is one way of dispersal of seeds. Then what about animals or birds? These animals or birds get attracted towards these colorful fruits, and when they eat up these fruits, the fleshy part or the juicy part get digested by their digestive system, and the seeds are get excreted out after some time to other places and a new plant grows out from that seeds. And again, some seeds of the plant bear spine, thorns or hook in them. So they get attached to the fur of the animals or feathers of birds, or even get attached to the clothing of us and are carried to far off places and germinate. And the last one is dispersal by explosion. Dispersal by explosion. Some fruits like pea or balsam get burst when they ripen. So as a result, the seeds are scattered away from the parent plant. So this is one method of dispersal of seeds by explosion. So that's all for today. It's time to wind up my class. And one more thing, read the text twice and learn the entire thing what we discussed in these two classes. Thank you.